Well, boys, it's that time again. It's been a hot minute, but we're headed back into the pit. Not much has changed since last time. This hasn't gotten updated. The fan mod hasn't been updated. It's been fairly static since like a decade ago, which just means that we'll have a general idea of what we're doing. I have played a little bit since, when did we play last time? Like a couple of years ago? I did a test run or two, so I know a couple more recipes. I still don't know enough that I'm confident trying for hard or anything, so I'm still gonna do normal. The game's already challenging enough. I don't need to be down here where everything's terrible. Everything's already terrible. But I think I was wanting to do a big lad. I was thinking either John Birdman, or John Fish. Now, the issue with the fish, right? Dolphin boy, is he starts to dehydrate and die if he's not wearing armor. The issue with this guy is he gets like no stat points. He gets +1 and +2 and 2. This guy gets literally double that. Well, almost double. The body points are still the same, but still. It's not great. Though this guy does start with like really high stuff. So I guess it's just dependent on, do I want to start with a guy who has like a really good start, or start with someone who could get extremely strong? Okay, well, clearly I'm gambling, so yeah, we're going with the dolphin. Dolphin time. All right. Wow, he really does have all these psionics just starting with. Wow, really? Okay. That, he's gonna be real strong. Let's see, how do we even know the, like, how thirsty he gets? Where's my thirsty meter? Because I know when he's not wearing his suit, he has no health. Oh my god, 35. I mean, go ahead and put that on for free. So we got a moisture suit, we have a Tarkin field surgery kit, we have a little bit of food, we have a Lear Edu pet. Just immediately learn +8 medical. My god. Could I have duplicated that? I guess I could have held on to it on the off chance that I found a 40 copier. And we have a spear and a darter. We also have shotgun shells. I believe the spear shoots bullets. I don't know why I'm rearranging my inventory. And then this shoots also bullets. Alright, well. Hey, there's my water meter. I think the plan, as with all pit runs, is that you start with just punching things, and you try and last as long as possible with... Wow, he has the world's biggest vision cone behind him. He'll be fine. What we're going to do is we're going to try and just hot swap our armor on and off, just so I don't burn through it, because it will break very quick, I'm sure. Am I 2x2? Am I going to get like stuck in things? I think I'm still 1x1. I'm gonna say I'm 1x1 still. He just looks really big. Sorry, bunnies, but I'm going to need your delicious, delicious meats. Maybe. There we go. Perfect. Not sure how you miss a bunny that's just laying there on the floor. Alright, that is everything up here, and... so we get, like, what, 100 turns? 100 turns before we start dying. And then we gotta spend 5-ish to put it back on. We get it back in, like, 5 turns. Probably should have just waited up there. Hold on, let me do this real quick. Escape this room where I'm gonna get bitten by 35 rats. Okay, so now let's take the suit back off and fight the rats. Yeah, I don't want these rats like tearing my suit apart. That'd be ideal. How much durability does it have? It's got 45, which is very, very low in the grand scheme of things. Especially if it's made out of like paper mache. You got a little bit of grub over here. I would love a crowbar. Oh, well, don't mind if I do. I will in fact take that crowbar. Thank you. Ask and ye shall receive. There's no reason not to ask for it. Anything in here? Just a broken box. I think we're gonna be fine. My only issue is if I get like one tapped by a drone or something, like a security bot. I could see my health being low enough that I'm not even thinking about it and getting tapped. Let's see. I need to check what our stats are. Probably need to get melee up somewhat. I am learning forging, so forging is below 45. I want to make sure that my melee is up high enough so that when I throw grenades, I don't just immediately throw them into the nearest wall. It'd be a real shame if you got to the end and you want to throw, like, say, a holy... Oh. Speaking of getting one tapped. Hey, that's why we say the double level. All right, what we got? Let's see. Everything. So biotech decipher and medical's pretty good. We have all these. Oh yeah. Can I send like a TK fist at you? That might not be terrible. I'm gonna have to just power level might because I'm gonna die of disease probably. What's redaction at? Redaction's high enough for cure. Okay, I don't even have to care about that either. Well, I still want might because I want inventory space. Mechanical's low enough that I can still keep leveling it up. Lockpick's low enough. I don't think I put points into anything yet. I just hold on to the points. Down here, I do upgrade foraging. So if you don't know, and I'll probably try and explain this a little more as I go on. I'm using the idea that anyone who's watching this in 2025 or 6, depending on when it comes out, probably has an idea of what we're doing. But if you don't, so when you level up, you get full health, which is really good. And you can open the level up menu at any point, which means you could be in the middle of being like blasted apart by a machine gun volley and heal to full when it's not your turn, which is why I don't level up immediately. But when you do level up, you get full health, you get a couple stat points of various things, and there's reasoning behind why I put points into things. Namely, right now, might is just the lowest, so that's not too terrible to put points into. As for other skills, if a skill is less than 45, when you use that skill, there's a chance that it will level up. And I think if it's a skill check, I'm pretty sure it's every time. So when I search a pile of goop, I use my foraging skill, and since it was lower than 45, it would level up every single time. But now that it's at level 45, I need to spend points to get it up higher than that. Foraging in particular is very good because you get extra ammo when you do basically any ammo drop. So you really want foraging up high. The rest of the stuff is just for doing the checks in general. Foraging is almost completely just a bonus stat, because past this and like a recycling bin, there's not very many things that need foraging. There's a tree later on, maybe. Then we have psionics down here. Psionics can give you various psi stuff over here, which we will get to in a second. I have 0 necrotech. That's a shame. Do I want to try and power level necrotech? In my test run, I did Mecha Empathy, which I also have none in, apparently, and it sucked. So, anyway, these skill points, they never go away. The only thing is, when you level up, you can only click this button once. So even though I have 2 skill points, I can't put 2 points into this. I can put 2 points into these, but say like, yeah, foraging here, I put 1 point in, and that's it. I can only do it once per level up. So any points that I bank, more or less, are just going to sit around and will have to be used on different skills. Like, I can't just spend all 3 points on foraging. If I wanted to spend 3 points on foraging, that would be 3 separate level ups. So these points can never be used to give me extra foraging, but they can be used on, say, computer once that's up to 45. So that's my thought process. It's a little different with psionics, which are these down here. Psionics have a chance of upgrading every single time you use them based on your brain stats. So every 5 points over level 40 gives you a 1% chance to level up psionics on use. So since I have 80, that's like what? It's 40 divided by 5, which is 8. I got an 8% chance. That seems roughly correct. Yeah, I think I got an 8% chance to level up my psionics anytime I use any of them. So if I use empathy, I would have a 8% chance to get +1 to empathy. And our main goal here is to have everything at level 100 so I don't miss stat checks, which I sure am going to miss a ton of. Also, you get perks with weapons. Right now, these are all low enough that I probably don't have any weapon perks. But, I don't know, I got spears. I guess technically I have a spear perk, but I don't know how much I'm going to be using that. Push an enemy back with your spear gives +30 penetration. Okay, I actually might use that. Pushing an enemy would be really good for melee units. Get them away from me. So I'm not sure if I want to be using a spear that close. Do spears have reach? Well, this one shoots bullets, so it definitely has reach. Right? I'm pretty sure this this will shoot a bullet. Yeah, you load it with shotgun shells. Anyway, that's my spiel on level up stuff. We need to make sure we kill this guy and don't die. That's probably important. What psionics do I actually have to work with? So we've got Psi Shield, we got regular shield, and we have invisibility. That one's pretty good to keep. Heal and cure. Telekinesis, TK Fist, Deflect, which I think this is for like lasers. Empathy and sympathy. Okay, empathy. Well, never mind. It's not empathy. This is life sense. Sorry, can't read. Life sense lets me see dudes through walls, and sympathy lets me say, sympathy pain that guy. I get shot. He also takes how much damage I take. For the time being, we have a darter and a shotgun spear. I'm going to say TK Fist might be the best. That's going to do like 25 damage, right? Hits hard, pushes an enemy back. You could probably TK Fist a robot. You could TK Fist a robot. It did 30 damage. Perfect. I survive. They don't. That's all you really want to see. I do need to put on my suit. Yeah, I guess I'm going to explain a lot more things than I originally thought. Oh, there's a Mycos clump. What are you doing up here? There he is. Ooh, he hits hard. He get poisoned too. Anyway, so we're playing the Dolphin. The Dolphin is a psionic user, and he's got this ginormous cone that he cannot see. And then also, when he's not wearing armor of some sort, he starts to die. Because he is a fish, and he needs to be in his fish suit. Just imagine that I'm playing as SpongeBob inside of Sandy's tree house. Tree dome? It's, he needs to be in a suit constantly. Main concern is, I don't have any way to repair this thing. And it, well, if it breaks, if it breaks, it's a bad time. So I think we're gonna fight probably hard. Oh, hit him, please. Thank you. We're gonna fight some harder enemies here than normal. I believe each character has different enemies that you fight, or it's the game scales differently, I suppose. I'm not sure if it's based on your character or based on like your starting stats. There's something that causes the game to scale different on different characters. Like if I was playing, say, the engineer, the very squishy and weak engineer, he starts with like basically just rats. You're not gonna find the Mycos clump on floor 1. You're not gonna find you might find turrets, to be fair. I did find turrets once, but those Mycos clumps are gonna come later. You usually won't see those big rats until floor 2. So I just assume that we're going to be seeing a lot harder enemies because we are playing the Dolphin of the Gods. Speaking of which, we have 421 psionic points, which is actually absurd, and I should just be using these constantly. When we level up, we also get full psi, so yeah, I really should be... that's why you use it. That's why you use everything. With the assumption that you want to level it up. But you know what? We're going to manipulate that from all the way over here. I'm not sure how often I'll actually use a lot of these random psionics I have. Wait, should I level up Necrotech? No, we're gonna level up Necrotech. We're gonna try. We're gonna try and get Necrotech all the way to the top. So I think one of the issues I ran into was Mecha Empathy is a very powerful skill. Not so, like, this is handy, being able to see the robots. Being able to turn off robots is handy. This one down here, you get control of a robot for like 5 turns. It's very, very good. The only issue is on the last floor. I don't know if it's the induction poles. There's like poles in some of the rooms, or if the enemies are just so cracked out of their minds. I did not manage to cast this successfully a single time, and I must have did it 15 different times. So this was more or less worthless. This, on the other hand, raise dead. Power to animate a dead creature. You can't resist something if you're dead. that is the that's the takeaway here. I can raise as many corpses as I want, because they can't, like, the psi towers are not going to affect corpses, I assume. So we're gonna try and get Necrotech up to the top. That might be a fool's errand, because I need to get a couple levels. We'll see. As for our other skills here, I know we're taking 1,000 years on floor 1, but I'm trying to determine our game plan here. Do I care about this? I'm not sure if I care about Empathy too much. This one's pretty good. Shrapnel Storm does a good amount of damage. I have nothing here, so I'm probably not gonna do anything. This one, probably won't do anything with this. This will probably level up on its own naturally. I probably won't spend very many skill points on this. This is already to level 25. Kind of weird. I might get this. This apparently works on a very annoying enemy that we're gonna find later. So I'm gonna have to at least put 5 points into it to get summon melee weapon. This one kind of sucks. This tree kind of sucks. It doesn't do like nearly as much damage as other things. I guess clone could be good. How did clone asphyxiate? That's odd. And then reflect. I don't think I care about reflect so much as I care about psi armor. So let's actually go ahead and set up a better bar, because I would like a better bar. We're gonna have Mind Sense. I don't care about Sympathy Pains too much. I want to have TK. I want to have. We'll put Heal and Cure down here. I want regular armor, and that is all of those. So hold this button. Do I care about anything else? Do I care about reflect or deflect? It's good for melee combat. I guess I'll put it up there. Alright, so we have Sense, we have Touch, we have Use Psi Armor, so that's going to give us regular armor. We have Damage, we have Heal, and we have Cure. I think that's going to cover just about everything we want. Ice Gems, those are handy. Speaking of which, in case I don't think you would have caught on. This is health, this is hunger, this is hydration, this is stamina. That's for the one attack I have with the spear. And then this is psionics. Edible roots. Might as well use some manipulation. I just like using the, I like seeing the level ups. Alright, that's everything here. I'm going to assume, and you should assume anytime you go down a floor, that you're going to be attacked by 300 million of the worst enemies possible. So we're going to go ahead and throw on Psi Armor, and then also Invisibility, which I think is going to last like 2 turns, right? Expires in 10? Oh my god, he's so strong. Also, yes, look. Oh, how odd. We walk into a room and there's 800 billion rats. So we'll just come down here, and now we're safe. We will kill those rats because I want to loot them, but that will be later. I'm not too concerned about fighting them. They probably... Ooh, hey, Mr. Spider. Oh, yeah, there's just a little spider over there. What's the, Miss Muppet? Miss Muppet had the little spider that sat down beside her. Wanted her, what, curds and whey? I think it was. Anyway, we're gonna hit him with a TK fist. So that man, has level 5 poison in his mouth, and that hurts real bad for someone with, my health. Because I will take a copious amounts of damage. Alright, we're already being attacked by a lot of dudes, but I think we just hold strong. Because these are super weak early game enemies. It's ice bats, it's rats, and it's worms. I'm not worried about those. Spiders we worry about, myco slumps we worry about, turrets we worry about, and the occasional robot droid we worry about. Just whack him a little bit. Whack him, smack him. Weapon crate. Oh. I have a sneaky suspicion that item spawns are linked to like your inventory wealth, is what I'm gonna say. Kind of like how Dwarf Fortress spawns enemies based on. I am dying now. Let's put our suit on. I can't. Okay, you can't actually force yourself through putting the suit on. Okay, good. I'm pretty sure when I'm dehydrated, I just start taking damage every turn. So, not something you want to do. Also, if you play this game and you're not playing the fan mod, there's going to be some different things here. Like the fan mod changes what these bars look like. I think it puts numbers on them. Normally, food is blue, I believe. Also, there's no stamina at all. The special weapon perks is entirely unique to the fan mod, I believe. And the most important change, and the only change I frankly care about, is that these door traps, which is this indicates that there's a trap on this door. So we could, something bad could happen or something good could happen. The fan mod removes the worst trap in the game, which is it destroys a random item in your inventory. And the play behind that initially was clicking this button, dropping every item, picking up one piece of trash, walking through every one of these until you found the item destruction one, and then you just never went through it again. It was just time consuming and awful, frankly, so I'm glad it's gone. That one recharges my psi. That's pretty good. Speaking of which, it's time to spam things again. Psi armor, we'll do a little bit of life sense. Congratulations, you get a TK fist. Those 8%, they're gonna stack up, boys. I'm telling you, they're gonna stack up. And when they do, like, Psi's gonna come back really slowly later on, but because we get level up so quickly, we're gonna have, like, so much Psi that we won't have any idea what to do with it. Like, I've already wasted a whole bunch of Psi because I leveled up with, oh, I have my gun equipped. No thanks. Do not want the gun, sorry. DK fist. You know what? I might have been able to do hard with this guy, because this is a crazy start, considering my test run was engineer. Engineer was the test run, and he was, oh, it was rough. Watch this guy. You don't want to double level because of that, where you can only spend 1 point on a skill per level. So if I double level, I essentially lose out on upgrading a skill for a level. Which, if I only have 2 skill points, doesn't really matter. But if I have a whole bunch saved up, I really do want to put those skill points where I want to put them. We can't cast Life Sense again. I can manipulate this. I feel like we're just going to spend so much time just... Oh, it's a hyper multi-tool. Excuse me. Is this the best run I've ever been on? Maybe. Telekinesis has been leveled up. This is why I think I can probably get away with only leveling up Necrotech, because I'm gonna level up every other skill. Oh, hey, that guy. Rabid bat causes disease. Poke. See, and also if I use my weapons, things die almost instantly. That's true of literally every character, though. It's just getting additional ammo is kind of tough sometimes, which is why I'm using basically none of my supplies until I have to. If I can save the durability, I can save the ammo, then I might as well. Will I have extras at the end? Probably, but there's going to be a very short future ahead of me if I have no ammo. This is drain psi. All right, well, we're now out of psi entirely. I don't have level 45 lockpick yet, right? I do not. Okay, sweet. So we can go ahead and lockpick doors over and over. Each door can be lockpicked. That increases my speed by 200%. Perfect. Each door can be lockpicked 3 times, and that's just about it. If you fail the 3rd time, it sounds an alarm, and security comes to try and beat you to death. Ideally, that does not happen to us. Also, this crowbar and that. Wow, my mechanical is bad, huh? Oh my god. I don't like seeing that less than 100%. We got a 24% chance that we just can't open this box. I'm paranoid enough that I want to actually... Oh my god, yes, +2. Alright, we're gonna have like a 25% chance. And it's because my might's down so much. Like every... What is it, 10 points? Every 5 points, you get +1 to whatever stat has that icon. Except for psionics. Psionics don't count. This is just almost entirely how many psi points you have. Which is why I have 90, apparently. We definitely want to do one for Necrotech. That's really good. When you click this button, it can either be a 1, 2, or 3. It's entirely random. There is no strategy to that. You just gotta hope that you get 3s and you don't get 1s. We do want to upgrade foraging. Yeah, that's a +1. That's a shame. Nothing else has reached high enough. So you really don't want to upgrade lockpicking yet, because there's so many doors you can just brute force open to get to 45, and then you can start spending points on it. Do I want to upgrade? I'm gonna have like very low stuff. I could start upgrading biotech. Decipher. Decipher's not terrible. Biotech, I'm not sure how useful it's gonna be. 70's already really high. Medical also is pretty high. I might start doing Decipher. Okay, I'm gambling on Manifestation too. Okay, 78%. That's a 22. You can't win them all. You can't win them all, boys. That's okay. We didn't need that locker anyway. And other cope you can tell yourself. Telekinesis upgraded. There's a spider coming. Right there. I would love for this to be ready to go.